and prepared to go to girls' camp. They wrote their skit and practiced singing the camp songs, packed their gear, and loaded their dad's brand new Model T Ford to the brim with blanket rolls, tents, pots, food, and everything they could think of. The next morning, bright and early, they helped each other milk the cows and collect the eggs before they left. Then they loaded into the Model T and started off at a brisk 20 miles an hour. It was fun racing at the speed of a running horse. And just think, the Model T wouldn't need rest. They would be able to get to camp by evening. The girls were having such a swell time driving, telling stories and singing some of the new jazz music. It was peachy keen. Little did they know the adventures they would have that day. They came upon a famous Lumiere brother who invented cinematography. He was filming a comedy with Charlie Chaplin. Charlie was acting as the revived Mummy King Tut. Chaos began when a low-flying plane swooped too close. The girls had heard of the airplane, but had never seen one before. That flyboy made another pass and yelled for them to watch out. Then he flew out of sight and sound. Elsie got the heebie-jeebies and started to shake. Nellie asked, "What's eating you?" Elsie said, "I got a bad feeling about this." Just as they were brushing off their clothes and straightening out the camera, some hoodlums with Tommy guns jumped out of the bushes all around them. Big Jesus cried and he was on the lam and desperate. "You better hide some of this bootleg in your Ford or we're going to take you for a ride and bump you off, Sid Capone." "You can't do that! It's against the word of wisdom." "The word of wisdom? What kind of lingo is that?" "It's part of our religion. It teaches us that we shouldn't partake in alcohol. It keeps us on the level with the Lord." "Well, that sounds like the bee's knees, dolls, but I've got to beat it. Get it in the Ford." Nellie tried to find a way to stop. "I've got to go to the John!" Just when then, two actresses that had been in their trailers dressing came running in on the scene. They took one look at the situation and thought maybe they could sidetrack the hoodlums and shake things up a bit. They started shaking their stilts and broke out dancing. Al Capone's men just stared in disbelief and their jaws dropped. That gave Nellie the chance to jump on Capone. She fought like a bearcat and got his gun. Then Charlie Chaplin came back with the police and the pilot and his arsenal of silly string. Complete chaos broke out. In the end, all the hoodlums succumbed. They gave themselves up. Everyone was elated and jumped for joy. The girls hugged everyone, and they loaded up their Model T to finish the journey that they had begun.